everybody. Oh, what was that? I have a frog in my throat.
Always something, huh? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Not Quite Ready for Prime Time live stream. And today we continue on with part 3 of our 4-part series. Tonight we are going to Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Yay.
Tonight we have D&G Explorers with us again. Derick and Gregory, welcome.
I thought we were doing another park. I thought we were doing Harry Potter World.
What? That's not even Disney.
That's
Hey,
it.
how are
down
you?
on the billing now.
Everybody,
I'm okay.
Such a mudblood.
this is my Animal Kingdom shirt. Basically, get it? Tigger's an animal. We're doing Animal Kingdom, so there you go.
And this is my Animal Kingdom shirt.
Wow.
That has no animal on it at all. This
They're
has
exploring the
animal.
wilderness.
Exploring.
Animal.
The wilderness must be explored. And we also have Jim from More Sunshine Please. Welcome in, Jim.
Thank you for having me. This is fun.
So for those of you who don't know, we each take turns ranking the rides from first to last. There's 10 rides. We go 1, 2, 3. What
Oh, okay.
you saying?
You're just going down. Sorry.
Yeah.
We're going down the list.
What was that?
I thought when you said first to last, I thought we were going to name our best ones first to the end, but we're going by the list.
We're ranking them from 1 to 10. We have 10 rides.
Yeah.
The 10 rides we have tonight, in case you want to play along.
10. I put 20 rides on here. Were there 20 on here? Including the shows and everything, right?
Oh. Oh. Triceratops spin. That's like the Dumbo Triceratops ride.
Thanks.
Conservation Station made the list tonight.
So that
because
is
you
the
do on a
train
train and you go over to the conservation
And then the whole
station.
conversation.
I think
Conversation.
Rafiki's
is
train.
that.
The conversation will be about conservation
Yeah.
station.
Block.
Primeval Whirl, Navi River Journey, Flight of Passage, African Safari, Dinosaur. Both jungle treks, we're looping them into one type of attraction because there are 2 jungle treks that you walk through. There's the one with the tigers, there's the one with the 2 gorillas.
Yeah.
We're morphing them into one to count that as one attraction.
Yeah.
Cali River Rapids, and then Everest.
Okay.
So I think we are going to play along in the chats. We'll take mention of your score, how you rank them as well.
Yes.
So once we all rank them, we take an average score of all of our rankings and we come up with the ultimate winner of the rankings, and we rank them by the average score.
Yep.
You are pointing at something.
We're going to do chat.
Chat. How about you read all the names tonight?
All right, I
We'll
got my
start from the
glasses
top.
on. I brought my glasses to work
That
so I
is
can
awesome.
actually see better.
And the mic's right here in front of you. Look how
Should I get
cool. Yes.
Fisher Fun Adventures. All right, so Fisher Fun Adventures is here.
It's your Fun Ventures.
Fun Ventures.
There's no A.
I know, but
D.
you keep moving the mouse, so I can't see.
Oh, that was my fault.
Was it Hooper Wisdom Videos, James Ryan, Laura?
They're not.
If you're gonna handle the mouse, you better be able to do it.
Okay. Oh, right there.
Pam's Fam,
Hooray.
Jamie?
Jamie, welcome. Oop.
Craig's Robotics,
Yeah. Oop.
and Jonathan Chong,
Jonathan Chong.
Russ Stapleton.
Russ. You get Euchre?
I did. That was the
Oop,
second.
the
The Philly Crew.
Happy belated birthday.
It's gonna be like Romper Room, and
You have a frog in
the
your
Philly
throat.
Crew,
Nice.
and I see Jamie.
We got to bring the magnifying glass.
Oh, that's
down
right.
to that.
Well,
Yeah, it would.
yeah, Kay Atwood. Some people that are much younger than us won't know what that is.
Could do the.
Do you remember the Romper Room?
Do I remember? Yeah, of course.
All right, that's everybody.
Okay.
Cool. All right, so let's.
My glasses are giving me a headache.
So we're gonna start with the old lady first.
Okay.
I mean Stacy first.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Greg.
What? First of all, I'm a lady and I'm not old. And Stacy is definitely not old, so.
I'm probably.
But she is a lady.
No, except for
Stacy is a lady, though.
No, I think Derek's the oldest
Right.
one here, isn't he?
I'm the third oldest, I think.
He's the senior statesman here.
Yep. I
They're
am.
calling you a lady then.
Age is just a number, a really high number.
Oh, Derek's place. Go ahead.
Huh?
Okay.
What? I'm lost.
Which one are we going first?
Oh, and we gotta welcome my mom.
Tim's like, what's going
Yeah,
on?
my mom's watching, but she doesn't know how to do the thing yet.
Welcome in,
So-
Stacy's mom.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
first ride, guys, is Triceratops Spin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Triceratops Spin. The Dumbo of the Jurassic
Okay.
era.
So that was my easy 10.
I don't know if it's the Jurassic era, but
Okay.
okay. So
So
that was your
as
10.
soon as I saw the list and I saw that was on there, that was my
that's
10.
starting
There was
off.
not even like a thought process.
That's
Well,
starting.
it's not number one for you. It's not your best favorite one.
So to me, it's just a carnival ride is the way I look at it. Same with Dumbo or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know. I do not need to go on it ever.
It's good for if you have toddlers.
Toddlers,
obviously.
but we do not have those anymore. So
All right.
She will never go on it again,
I
ever.
will never, ever, ever go on it.
Maybe for $1 million, I'm sure you would, but
Yes. So how do we want to start? You want to start with Jim, or you want to go start with Derek? I'll go this way or
Counter or
counterclockwise.
We'll let Jim
Let's
go.
go with you. Okay, Jim.
I'll go.
Triceratops Spin.
You're up.
It's not my favorite ride, of course, and Stacy's right. It's just it's a carnival ride, but that's what that area is. So
True.
it fits well in that area, even though the area is kind of lame.
Mhm.
But it's anybody can ride it, so that's good. So Annabelle enjoys it, so that brings it a little higher on my list. I
Mhm.
gave it an 8.
An 8. Right.
Yes.
Ooh, 8. Okay.
Do you
He's
guys
being
feel
generous.
that Dino Land should be revised
Yes.
with more
Ooh, really?
Anything else?
into it,
Yes.
too?
Anything else?
make it go extinct and bring something else in there. No.
Well, I mean, they could do. Do you remember? Was it Universal Studios where they had the Triceratops on its side and it was breathing, and they picked someone from?
Oh yeah, they used to have the
They
live
need to do
dinosaur-
that.
Triceratops encounter thing.
Well, they have that too. They have that the Raptor encounter at Universal as well. So they definitely could step it up a big notch
Good.
compared to what it is.
Yeah. All right, so let's go up to Derick and Gregory. What do you guys?
Oh, I get to go before you? Oh, okay.
I want them to have the anticipation of my answers.
Whatever. Excuse me. For me, it's an easy 10. I don't think I've ever ridden it. I actually didn't even know what it was until Derek told me, oh, it's that thing like Dumbo. I was like, okay, we've never been on it. So, yeah, it's a 10 for me. I'm sorry.
You guys didn't go on it?
Never, ever have I ever gone on it.
Yeah.
All right. A big
it's probably
fat
all right.
10 for him. How
Yeah.
about you, Derek?
I've never ridden it either. It's an interesting. I thought it was the ride, and then I had a double check, and I thought, oh yeah, they have these in almost every park. They have one of these little, just a different cover to it. I give it a number 10 too. It's just that area needs to have more imagination to it. It's on a black top, so I'm assuming the theming is a fair.
A dinosaur carnival.
A fair that could go to your local town, and
It's
they put
all
it on a black top.
dinosaurs. It's all dinosaurs, though.
So I'm because I've never been on it. I don't have a connection to it, so I would give it a number 10.
All right, and I don't want to waste any more time on this ride either. I'm giving it a 10, and let's
as
move on
well.
to something better.
All right, we're gonna welcome in Incognito Mouse. They popped in.
Incognito Mouse.
Now,
Jim was generous with his 8.
I believe
I'm a very nice
Incognito
person.
Mouse. Did you do Disney Springs this morning?
Yes, I was actually
You
watching
actually saw
him
that
this
one.
morning, yeah.
Okay. All right. I was at work, so I couldn't do it.
He was there early with a bunch of people, I believe.
Yeah, he said he was going to do that super early, so that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure you saw a whole bunch of YouTubers there.
Yep, they were there.
Okay,
All right, next.
number 2.
Conservation Station. Have you guys gone there?
We have.
Awesome. Cool.
I thought the Rafiki train was taken out or was going to be, but apparently it's not.
Mhm.
So,
It was shut down for a time period.
Yeah.
Remember that? But then it's back up.
Yeah.
Well, it was back up. So we're gonna welcome in Amy from AJC Magic
Welcome
and
in, Amy.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Rachel says she's drawing us some stuff.
Welcome in, Rachel.
Captain
All
Akron
right,
from
what's your
7
thoughts?
joined us too. Welcome, Captain Akron.
Captain Akron. We missed him.
Oh no, I thought we saw him. I thought we said Captain Akron.
Well,
Maybe
we
all right,
did
if
it
we
again.
didn't,
Okay.
Hey,
So what do you think about Conservation Station?
I gave it an 8.
Ooh, what's your 8, huh?
You really don't see much on the train, especially the ride back from Conservation Station, you don't see anything but trees.
Yes.
They could do so much more. You can see some of the pens with the animals, which is kind of neat, but you can't really get much of a good view of it anyways. And then I like it because Avery likes the animals there.
Yeah.
The petting zoo he likes. He loves seeing all the animals inside, like the frogs and the fish and all those fun things. There's a lot of hidden Mickeys. Like there's like an overload of hidden Mickeys there. You're moving the mic thing.
I know.
So the kids have fun, but I feel they could do more with it within the train part.
Okay. I'm
Everyone's
getting
watching
rid of
you.
the obstacles.
So I gave it an 8 because there's definitely other things better to pick from that were on the list. So
how about you, Jim?
We're talking Conservation Station.
Yeah, the train ride and the station itself.
Yeah. The train ride's interesting. That's the one where you sit sideways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's about it. That's about the most interesting thing about all of this. I gave it a 9. For the reasons. We did it once. We went to see if Annabelle would like it, and it should tell you something that we only ever did it once.
Okay.
But again, the most interesting part is the sideways train ride, but it's not enough. It's something we never think about and go, oh yeah, we should do that. We never do that. So 9 for me.
9 for Jim.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Gregory?
Mine's also a 9. We've been on the train, I think, once. We did the scavenger hunt thing that they had, where you get like a pin or something like that at the end. So that was kind of fun to do, looking for different things and stuff. They also had that little area where you sit and there's like a video or you hear audio or something, which was kind of cool. But other than that, yeah, it's a 9 for me.
Okay.
Derick?
I love trains. So anytime I get to go on a train, I'm always fascinated. I do wish there was a little bit more. It would be cool to, as you're going along, as you go around to the station, to maybe see something a little bit more of what they do with conservation. Maybe they do, and I just don't remember it. But it would be cool for them to see that side of it. Like what do they do there inside the park to do it? It is kind of cool to see some of the back. You get a little peek of the backstage area. But once you're there at the station, I just wish there was more to do than there. Kind of like the living. It would be cool if it was like the living seas, not so much an aquarium, but that kind of interaction. So I give it an 8 because it has a train that you get to ride on it.
Okay, yeah, I gave it a 9. That's my 9. That's probably one of the better places as you're walking into the conservation station area, the actual area, the building. One of the best places for hidden Mickeys with when you have all those pictures of all the animals, the snakes and reptiles and all the different animals.
Yeah, there's a
in
lot.
that first place where you're walking in through the doors. There's probably 1,000 hidden Mickeys there.
Yeah.
I mean, so many hidden Mickeys there.
They even have them hidden within the exhibits, the animal exhibits.
And they have
too.
and they have some cool bugs, cool spiders and that type of thing.
No such thing as a cool spider.
Frogs and stuff. For me, I don't like doing it every year. Maybe every other year or whatever. I know the kids like it, so I do it when they want to do it. But we usually don't do it every year, though.
No,
Yeah,
we haven't been.
we
We did before, but we've been kind of stopping, especially where the kids are older. All right, we're gonna welcome in Steve Michaels in.
Steve Michaels, welcome in. All right, our next one is Primeval World. Now, this is also in Dino Land, right? And this is the one with it's almost like I call it the mousetrap type of thing because it's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and some dips and spinnies and stuff. What are your thoughts on that?
Primeval World, I'm giving it a 9.
Really? That's far down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's like a very jerky, rough ride.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think it messes with my neck and my head. So I think it's just because of how it makes me feel. I don't have to do it. There's not really much to see.
Yeah.
You know, it's just posters of dinosaurs. You know, Like there isn't much really to see. It's
True.
so
True. It's like a low level carnival ride,
exactly.
roller coaster type of thing.
Mouse
What are your thoughts
Twister.
on that, Jim?
It's tough to be a Jim.
Tough to be a Jim. What are your thoughts on Primeval World? Have you been on it?
Many times, yes. Quite often because we could get a fast pass for it. So it would be a thing that we would do. It is extremely jerky, as Stacy said. And it seems to get more jerky every time I go on it.
I feel the same way.
Yes, and I'm not kidding about that. I'm not trying to be silly. It truly feels like that. Maybe it's the older I get, the less I can tolerate it. But again, the theme of Dino Land
Around the
is
corners, right?
Chester and Hester found some dinosaur bones in their property, and they created a roadside attraction that was dinosaur themed. So that's where Triceratops Spin comes in and Primeval Whirl. And these two rides are cookie cutter rides. As a matter of fact, the track for Primeval Whirl is the same track that's over in Fun Spot in Kissimmee. They have an identical ride. It's not
Oh my God.
dinosaur themed, but it is the same exact ride.
What was Disney thinking?
Well,
It's
I
carnival
think,
ride.
yeah, it's a
It's
carnival
a
ride.
theme.
They did it on the cheap. It was like a theme that they could
Did it on
try
the
to
TV.
get away with not much Imagineering going on. But having said all that, I have enjoyed it, even though it's not the best ride in the world. It's number 7 on my list.
7. Okay.
He's
Cool.
generous.
Did Derick and Gregory, did you guys get to ride that?
I've been on it at least once or twice. I think you've gone on it once with me because you don't like the spinning rides really that much, but you've gone on it. Yeah, you have.
I've never been on it.
Okay, I thought you have, but I gave mine the Primeval Whirl. I gave an 8. I do like it just because of the spinning factor, but if you go on it by yourself, then you're basically with strangers. So
Yeah. They will
but
be
if you want to go on it that bad,
Sure, yeah.
then you just say hi to them and talk, and then you're done.
and
if you
bump
make a
into
friend,
them
then
as
that's
you go
fine.
down Congress.
But it kind of reminds me of the Goofy ride, Goofy's flight school at California Adventures,
Without the spin.
but it doesn't spin, and I think it has sharper drops than this one does because I don't think they can have it as sharp because of the spinning cart that you're in. So yeah, it's a number 8 for me.
Derick?
David from Fisher Fun Ventures was saying that it's supposed to be a tourist trap type ride, so tourists do not go to the Dino Institute. It's interesting.
Wow.
Okay.
Dino Institute is where a dinosaur is.
Oh,
I cannot ride these attractions. I get sick very easy, so I have not been on it. So because of that, I give it a 9.
although you did do Crush's Coaster in Paris, which was not like Primeval Whirl, and we both liked it a lot.
Cool.
Okay.
Yep.
What are you
And
giving it?
Primeval World, I'm giving that. That's my number 8. Yeah, I wonder. I don't remember riding it at nighttime yet. Have we ridden that ever
No,
at
we have
night?
not.
I don't
Jim, have
think
you ever
I'll-
ridden at night? Is it better at night?
No, I don't think so. As a matter of fact, we've always ridden it during the day. And one time we got we boarded, and it was like a 90-degree day. And my son and I boarded the ride vehicle, and then before we went up the first hill, we stopped, and we were there for 10 minutes
Oh my
without
God.
shade in the blistering sun. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, there's no coverage.
that was great.
right?
Horrible. That's
Yeah.
another reason why it's a number 8 for me because it's so open. Bring some sunscreen with you.
Now
Okay,
you
so
tell
me.
we're gonna welcome in Mouse Talk.
Mouse Talk's here. Oh,
Yeah.
come in, Walt, Melissa.
Maybe a hat too, Jim. Just saying.
Great show tonight, Walt, Melissa.
Yep.
Uh,
Okay, next is the Navi River.
Navi River Journey. Ooh, pink hat. Navi River Journey, guys. What do you guys think about? What do you think
All
about
right, I did a 7. The reason why I did a 7 is because I do like seeing the weird creatures, like the 4-legged, the 6-legged frog.
that? Or whatever it is. Yeah, you see
Yeah,
them
on
on
the
the
lily
lily pads.
pads, I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty clever, and the different noises and stuff. I just feel like the things that you see, like I don't know, like the deer-like creature. To me, it's too far away for me to actually get a good look at it.
And you notice the screens too. I
Yeah,
notice the screens a
yeah.
lot. It's
So I
just
feel
or
like I
whatever they
can't
are.
see the stuff far away. Just doesn't. It's not there for me. So I focus on all this stuff and the
Are you wearing your glasses when we're on that ride?
no.
Okay, so probably maybe that's part of it
It
too.
could be, but I feel that it's kind of short. I know, but I don't feel that way
Just
with
call you out on it
ride.
there.
This ride was kind of dull and
No, but I
bland,
don't have that problem
I
with
wasn't
other
wearing my
rides,
glasses.
and I don't wear my glasses on the other rides.
Whoa, it's so much better now.
Eric, they're picking on me. So yeah, I mean, I feel it's very short. I was really surprised how short it was. And then the only animatronic is that singing person,
Yes, the what's the
Navi.
guy, the
the
shaman.
blue
The
guy.
shaman, yeah.
Shaman. Let's bring Jim in his hat.
That's a woman, I think, but okay.
Boom. There he is.
It's to protect me from the sun.
Yeah.
Well, you're inside now, so I meant you're on the ride. Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, so I thought they could have done so much more with the ride. I was quite surprised when we all. I was like, oh, it's different. I liked it was a boat ride versus all screens, but yeah. I
How
don't
about
know.
you? How about you, Jim?
I was hoping for more. It's a pleasant ride. Yeah, the lily pads above is a cool effect. The shaman at the end is maybe the most amazing animatronic I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not too much more to it that is memorable.
Right.
And the wait time does not justify, or the ride rather does not justify the wait time.
Totally agree.
Number 6 on my list. I gave it a 6.
Number 6. That's still a pretty good ranking for that, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Greg?
I gave it a 3
Ooh.
because
Wow.
we went when we did go to Pandora the first time. That was our first ride that we went on, and it was so fresh and new to us, and I was in awe of it. And I think we've only been on it one time, I think. So it's not like with other people that have gone on it numerous times, they're kind of maybe desensitized or not in awe of it that much anymore. So I think that's why I'm a 3 with it right now, because I thought it was awesome how they did it. It was like you were in the movie.
Hi, Surfer Girl. Welcome in. And thanks, Incognito Mouse, for putting that tune in my head.
No, I know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, huh? Yeah, that animatronic was
Everybody
really
read it.
And now
Join in on the
Jim's gonna
fun.
sing it for us.
I am
Okay.
not.
Oh, number 3. That's huge. That's huge. How about you, Derek?
Before I went on the ride, I always heard about how short it was. So when I went in there, I wasn't really hoping for a lot. But one of the things we did is we had a fast pass for Flight of Passage. And at park opening, we went before park opening. We pretty much only had like a 20-minute wait, 25-minute wait, I think, when we went on that ride, which was really short for the Navi River Journey. And so I recommend doing that. I actually really enjoy it, especially in the Florida heat. It's a great way for you because the Animal Kingdom is like the hottest park. I don't know if they pump heat into that park.
Oh yeah,
but it's the hottest
It's
park
so true.
there.
It's the
And
methane from the animal.
Yeah, so and I don't do well in humidity or heat,
Mm-mm.
and for me to have a chance to get out of that, I liked it. I liked the walkthrough. I liked the ride. I thought it was fascinating. I also give it a 3. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, I forgot my banners. Welcome in our guests, Jim, Derek, and Gregory. Hooray.
Thank you for having me.
Tonight we are
Oh, okay.
ranking the Animal Kingdom rides. Hooray!
All right, what did you give Navi?
Oops. Okay, let me get rid of that. Hang on a second.
You broke it. You
Tech-
broke the internet.
Technical. There we go. What did I give Navi River
Yeah.
Rap? No, Navi
Navi.
River Journey. That's my 7.
7. Same
That's
as
my
me.
7 too.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, wow, really? 7,
Yeah.
and you gave it a 7.
No, I do that all the time. But I find it a tad bit boring. Definitely not worth the wait, like Jim said. It's very jungle-ish and it's different, but it's again, it's you got to do more than just looking at plants and trees and stuff. It's kind of boring. And yeah, I like the animatronic at the end. Annoying song. I don't find it pleasant at all. But
I don't mind it. I don't mind that song.
Tell us how you really feel.
Say, I love that song.
but it's not awful. We don't do it every trip.
That's what I do.
We probably do it every third or fourth trip now.
Yeah, if there's not a line, then we will do it.
Yeah, we'll hop on if there's no line. But if there's any type of line over 20 minutes, no way. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'm not wasting.
Well, we'll have to do it when we take it Mom.
Yes.
All right, next one is Flight of Passage. This was an
Ooh,
easy
It's a big one.
one for me.
Really?
This ride is one of those rides when it ends, it's sad. I wanted to keep going. I'm like, no, don't stop.
Yeah.
I could watch that and be on that ride all day. I love how they do the wind in your face. That helps me with my vertigo. You can feel the creature breathing. I mean, seriously. So you have Primeval Whirl, which is like so basic, and then you have this where they actually thought of you riding this banshee and feeling it breathe.
Because they put all their money into this ride.
So yes,
And then they had $10 left for Primeval World.
they
A new paint job or something. Yeah.
So yeah, so
They called Fun Plus. Said, "You got an extra one? Yeah, we got an extra one. Take one."
But yeah, so I think this is a wonderful ride, and people say that Rise of the Resistance is going to be better. So I'm really excited to seeing that because this is my number one.
In Animal Kingdom, awesome,
Yeah.
cool. Jim,
Yes, Flight of Passage is like Soarin' on steroids. It's a motion simulating ride, but it's probably the best motion simulator I've ever been on. So it's also number 1 for me.
wow, okay, 2 1s. Derick and Gregory, I'm assuming you guys got on this, right? I know the white
One for me.
Number 1 for Greg. Number
Yeah.
1 for Greg. Wow.
We've only been on it one time, and we did the fast pass, so we didn't get to see the Avatar under the water, which I would like to actually go through that queue. I just don't want to wait over 2 hours for that. But
Right.
Yeah, we haven't
I
done
just-
it either.
I just remember, and I've never done this on a ride, I don't think ever, and I remember actually tearing up on the ride at one point because it was just so beautiful. It looked so real.
Yeah.
And I read that people got addicted to it because they want this world to be like Pandora. So they crave that ride or even the movie. They have to, be in that world. But it was a really beautiful ride.
Yeah, Incognito Mouse says it's number 1.
Hands down,
Yeah.
number 1.
Charlie's niece, our niece, is works at that ride, the
Yeah.
Flight of Passage ride. That's her. So we try to go when she's there. That way I can video her for 2 minutes.
Right after you go through getting all the parasites removed, you
Mhm.
go in and she hands out the glasses and does all this.
Well, it's
spear
actually
stuff
they
and-
rotate.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah. So there's the line where they'll tell you go on this line, this line, then the badge swipey thing,
Yeah.
and then also if it's really long, you get the post.
Mhm. And she actually has corona.
She has corona.
Oh, really?
Oh,
2 weeks. Hearts in the chats for Sarah.
Yeah. No,
I hope you feel better.
She's getting better now.
She's over the hump,
She's over the hump.
and she was able to stay out of the hospital, but she was
Good.
like, I think her oxygen level was
She was
92, and they admit you at 90.
She was
So she
confirmed.
was
with
close.
It.
Yeah, she tested positive. But
Wow.
yeah, so she actually works in that ride, so that's pretty good.
All right. So that's Gregory's number 1. Derek's number
Derek?
1 too, or
Um, I was very, I've heard so much hype about this attraction. I mean, almost as much hype as my hair is spiked up today.
Oh my god!
And
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it kind of
I-
looks trollish, like a troll's hair. You know,
I was very disappointed. I thought they needed to put like maybe a Disney character.
it looks even worse up front.
I was thinking maybe this ride, it was too short for me. It needed at least maybe like Mickey Mouse flying with you or
What the
something.
heck?
There's no Mickey Mouse in the
I was saying
Pandora.
that's what it needed.
I gave it a number 1 too. It's awesome.
Oh, number one.
Even though Mickey Mouse wasn't in it,
No,
you gave it number one.
They,
it's
they
one-
could have did a blue Mickey Mouse. We might not know it.
No, it's an amazing ride. It's one of the best they have. So
I like the
and number
water part, and I'm excited for the sequel because it's supposed to, from what I heard, be all about the water area of that world. So
We haven't even seen. I have not seen the movie yet.
you need to see the first Avatar. What's wrong with you? No,
It's
I
It's
think
really
it's 3
good.
hours, isn't it?
3
It's
hours.
what?
We only have
Oh,
3
yeah.
hours in a day, like I said.
yeah, it's worth it though.
Yeah, we definitely have to see that.
Yeah.
We gotta welcome in Tina Marie, photography.
Tina, welcome
Hey, Tina.
in. Yeah, we
Um,
were on with her and Carlos or Disney Dan.
Yeah.
Who was it? Carlos? Must have been Carlos. I think it was Carlos. He was on with someone.
I can't
We
remember.
were on a show. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
on too many shows lately. But she's awesome. She's
Yep.
funny.
You?
Me,
Better be a number one.
I feel left out now. It was my number 2.
Oh my God.
Flight of Passage is my number
I'm
2.
gonna have to write up the divorce papers.
I had very
my
tough time. I had a
Can you
very
believe
tough
it?
time with my
See what I
top
have to live
3.
with?
My top 3 could either
Uh.
easily be interchangeable. So, but that was I wrote it down as my number 2. Again, it's a
tisk.
great ride. It definitely brings you into it. As for those types of soaring rides, and it's probably the best vehicle where you're sticking out there and you're like, it's you on the screen and you're not seeing people's feet and you're not seeing
Right.
sidecars next to you. And it's really, really good.
Yeah.
And you're engulfed into the screen, and especially with the water, big giant ocean waves and
Oh my
stuff like
God,
that.
some of
That
them are
was
amazing.
really, really cool. And if you're lucky, you gotta make sure at the end when it stops, you got to look down and see the little dude that's sitting on the
Oh my God, there's so much to
Sitting on a
see.
cliff or
I
whatever.
get so sad when it's over because
know,
I don't get to see everything.
Sensory overload is what I remember about it.
If you get motion sickness on this ride, try to ask to sit on the uppermost level.
It helps.
It helps.
a
Less
lot.
less motion sickness up top.
Yeah.
So what's going
A
off?
little tip, you heard it here.
So I have an issue with this ride. It's happened 3 times now.
What ride?
Flight of Passage. What happens to me in the ride?
You cry.
You get stuck. Her machine doesn't release from the back because
So then I can't
Oh
get
my
out.
God.
And I'm like, help!
we gotta drag it down. The
Yeah,
back
that would freak
blocks
me
it
out.
in.
We have to wait for a worker to come and unrelease me. It's happened 3
Mm.
times.
Like, I'm just waiting for more ride. Is this it?
It knows I don't want to get off.
Probably, yeah. Your banshee grows attached to you.
Yeah.
It's-
That's how Tron is going to be too. I think that thing comes on your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got to welcome in Kelly from the Mickey Bunch
Welcome in, Kelly.
and MGM Family Travels. Hey, guys.
MGM Family Travels. Welcome in.
Yes, thanks
Thanks.
for coming
Wow.
in.
We're up to a high of 23, I think, right?
Mhm.
Awesome. And I
Yes.
know you guys have choices. We know that there's other people on right now.
This is fun.
Here.
We never say it for our own channel, but like and subscribe. We always
Thank-
tell everybody to
thank you.
subscribe and like everybody else's, but we never really say it to ourselves.
Thank you. What is the next ride we're doing? Oh,
Africa.
so we're halfway through.
Yeah, we are, and we're doing pretty good on
Pretty
time.
good on time. All right. Yeah, because the first rides were junk.
You
so
should video me.
now's
Getting,
God.
you should video me
Mhm.
getting stuck on the ride. That probably like
should, huh? Yeah.
go viral or something. Me looking stupid.
Watch you not get stuck this time because you want to videotape it.
True.
Darn it, make me get stuck.
Next ride.
Okay, the safari.
The African Safari.
hmm
2-week safari.
Yeah,
That's a 2-week safari. Yep.
I gave it a 3.
Oh, it's your 3. Okay.
This is definitely one of our must-dos.
Must.
Like every time we're in the park.
Oh, Stacy said must do.
Ah,
Yeah, there should
well
be a bell.
played.
There should be a bell ding there.
Is there a sound when she says it on the show?
I don't know. Must do's.
I'll have to practice. I don't. Do we say hi to Kate Atwood?
Yes, before.
Okay.
Hi, Kay again.
It's definitely a must do. Not only do we do it in the day, but we also make sure we ride it at night. It's
So
a
it's
totally
a,
different
that would be
experience at night.
the night would be a doo-doo then. Doo-doo.
Yeah. So
Hopefully not on the ride though.
Okay.
Avery loves this ride.
Yeah, why
Loves
not?
this ride. I have probably a million photos of the same animals every time we ride it.
Yes.
And we did have a fun encounter at our first night ride at Safari.
Yeah. Avy attracts mating animals.
He does. I'm telling
boy.
you.
Oh
He
wow.
Zoo. Whenever Avery's in a zoo or an animal park, man,
We're always gonna see something.
animals get feisty.
I'm telling you, no lie. This is 100% true.
It's like tigers,
You see
kangaroos, turtles.
turtles, yeah.
Turtles. You believe turtles?
Wow.
There's another one I can't
They
think
got to
of.
come from somewhere, Charlie.
Well, they know who to call if they're having an issue. Just
Yeah,
call
but-
on Avery and they'll help out.
Avery can tell you what a turtle sounds like.
Oh my god, yeah, they're like,
All right, this
All
is
right,
family
so
show.
family show.
Family
So
show.
yeah, so wait this way. So we
Not
saw.
List of things never to ask Avery. Got it. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Not a making family show. It's a
Yeah.
family show. Let's go.
So yeah, so anytime we ride the night one, he's always hoping something's gonna come up. And the safari driver was so funny. So yeah, so
The safari driver was really fun.
he was super good. Avery was literally on the floor of the Jeep dying. He was laughing so hard. It was like,
Yeah.
breathe, you know? It was so funny. So yeah, so we always do
This is a
safari
fun ride. It's
multiple times.
it's during the day they're kind of more laid back. The animals are more slouching around, but
Yeah.
they come to life. But you do get to see less at nighttime because some
You
of them
do.
are just in the back and just the lighting isn't the best.
But the like say the rhinos, you might see them off. They might be right next to the thing. When they do the flashlight, it might be right there. The cheetahs also are up
At night.
at
yeah.
night too. So you can tend to see some of the animals that you typically don't see because it's too hot out. You get up close with them.
The lions are definitely up at night.
Yes.
Jim,
oh,
Jim, what do you think about the safari, Jim?
Kilimanjaro Safaris is definitely on my do-do list. It's number 2 on my do-do list.
Oh, that's number 2.
no pun intended.
Number 2.
Uh,
Number 2 doo-doo.
no, this is I love this attraction. It's never the same twice.
Right.
Especially with Avery.
We'll have to take you guys on with Avery.
Um,
It'll be an experience.
yeah, hearing the lions roar was amazing at dusk. So it's definitely a different ride at night. But during the day, you might get to see the giraffes running or galloping. That was pretty cool too. It's awesome. This is actually number 2 on my list.
Excellent.
All right.
Safari's fun in the rain. That sounds interesting. And we've never done it at night. For the
Welcome in, Noah. Noah popped in.
Big Noah Mountain. Welcome in, Noah.
All right. How about you, Gregory?
mine is gonna be number 5 for the safari ride.
Okay.
I mean, I like that one a lot, and I hear people that get stuck on it because, like, a zebra will just be in the front and they'll sit down and be like, haha, you can't go anywhere. So you gotta wait, but at least you can look around and get all the pictures that you want, and then you get going whenever they move. So I guess I took out that bridge that was like, it sounds like chains when you go over it or something. Did they take that out?
I don't think I took it out.
No, it's still there, but it used to be like, oh, the bridge is gonna break. It's an
Yeah,
old
that's way, yeah.
They haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just made that non-moving then.
Probably broken. They never fixed it.
Yeah, I love animals, so that's a really cool ride.
It's on their to-do list after the Yeti. When they fix the Yeti, then they'll fix the fridge.
That's right.
That thing's never going to get fixed.
Never say never.
What about you?
MGM Travels, Family Travels said they liked my hair too, so I gotta
Enough about your hair.
look it up more.
Hang on. There you go.
Oh wow!
There you go.
Look, it's a troll. You should have tried to get into the Trolls movie that came out.
It's too much. It's too much.
This is another must do. We don't do a doo because we don't see it at night. So
we
just
haven't
do a
done that
do.
yet. We haven't gone on at night yet.
Yes. So
You're gonna have to do at night sometime.
Yeah.
this is my number 2 ride. I like it. So it's always fun to go on. It's always an attraction there that we always go on when we go to the Animal Kingdom.
We just do it in the daytime, not at nighttime. So we'll have to do that sometime.
Oh my god! Next time we ride it, all I'm gonna be thinking about is doo doo.
I'm sure you see plenty of it from the animals too.
This one was my number 1.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
because of sentimental baby reasons and family reasons. It's definitely it's a different ride all the time. I love going it in the morning. We usually
Yeah.
head on over to Africa's first thing, and we always get a fast pass for it. Although if you go on it late at night, you can usually get on it like 2 or 3 times right before the park closes,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like no one there usually around between like 8:30 and 9.
Yeah,
if
you
it's
can
close,
just-
closing at 9, if it's closing at 10, then it's usually the last hour is usually when it thins out. You can get on there, boom, boom.
A lot of people don't think to go on the ride at night because they just assume that you're not going to be able to see anything. But like I said, it's a
They
totally
do have
different
lighted
experience.
areas, and then
They also
some
do
of
the
them come
headlight.
alive. Yeah,
They
yeah.
do have the headlight and stuff. I mean, we
Yeah.
had one of those big rhinos right next to our thing. It was
Yeah.
humongous. I couldn't get over it, so we had to go around it slow because of that's how close we were.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, you just can see some really cool stuff. Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yeah, I'm
We're
ready.
doing pretty good with time. All right, the next one is dinosaur. What did I do?
Dinosaur.
All right, dinosaur is my number 2.
Really?
Yeah.
That's high.
Wow.
I like it because like I'm like huge of like the dinosaurs, and well, I know Universal does a better job with it, but when we're in there, I know they're not real, but I want to think that they are. With the dinosaurs,
They're
like
totally
Jurassic
real.
Park,
Totally real.
you know, and stuff. And I enjoy it. We usually try to do a funny video, like a super scared photo
Picture, yeah. We've had
You
some
know?
weird ones.
stuff. So I don't know. I enjoy it. I mean, you get bounced around a lot,
That's
but
the jostling, yeah. I wonder.
it's not the same as Primeval World. That's more of a hard rattle. This is more you just kind of because it's got the big shocks. So you bounce around.
So between you and Jim talking about being jerked around on Primeval World, I'm curious to hear what Jim has to say about Dinosaur being jostled and jerked around.
It's not the same. It's not as bad as Primeval World.
Okay.
Although you do get tossed around on this ride quite a bit, but this ride's more fun. It's but though it's very dark, I just have more fun on this ride. I like the theme. I like the pre-show. I still get a kick out of that.
It's
Yeah.
funny.
So I put it at number 3 for me.
You don't realize how dark it is until you try to video on it.
Right.
Yeah.
You video it and it's all black.
Yeah.
Except for a few lit up
Yeah,
animals here and then
it's
you're
so
like,
true.
Tried to do that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's so true.
How about you, Derick Greggory?
No,
Gregory?
I gave it a 7. And for me, it's hard to do that because I love dinosaurs in general. There's just something about this ride that I always compare it to Indiana Jones, and I know it's 2 different like genres or topics, whatever. But when you guys go to Disneyland and you go on Indiana Jones, then you let us know what you think compared to Dinosaur because I think Indiana Jones, I mean, Jim's been on it. I don't know how he compares the 2, but I always think Indiana Jones is a lot better. I do think they should maybe try to change the story of Dinosaur. I like the theming and everything. I wish the animatronics were kind of better looking. I guess they don't.
He always says it doesn't look like Disney animatronics.
It doesn't look like Disney animatronics. It's Universal, I think, has better looking animatronics for dinosaurs than Disney, and I'm surprised that I'm saying that. But so yeah, number 7 for me.
All right.
How do you compare those dinosaurs with those that used to be in Universe of Energy? Do you remember those dinosaurs?
Yeah, I actually liked the way that they looked in Universe of Energy. The ones in Dinosaur, I think they're like when it's eating the dinosaur, the neck is like too
Rubbery.
wobbly, like it looks like rubber or extra skin. It doesn't look real. I don't know. Some of them look cool. Some of them are just, you could do better with them.
Derek?
To me, it's always a fun ride to go on to get out of the heat. I believe the pre-show is way too dated. I wish they would modernize it because it's old.
Give it a different story.
They could do that. I'm like Greg. It's hard to believe the track layout is identical to Indiana Jones. The vehicles are the same, but the whole experience is completely different. It's not as exciting as Indiana Jones. But I still give it a pretty good score. I gave it a 5, and that's probably because it's still considered a thrill ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gave it a 5 as well. It looks like, I compare it to Indiana Jones, even though I haven't gone on it, but what I've watched videos of Indiana Jones. Am I right by saying that Indiana Jones has a lot better lighting?
Yeah, and
it's more immersive.
Yeah, there's a lot of special effects. I mean, really quick, Jim, how would you compare those two? Because you've been on both.
You get to see a lot more on the Indiana Jones ride. The dinosaur, seems like it's pitch black, and then they want to startle you with a dinosaur coming out of the side of the ride. And I enjoy the ride. It's just Indiana. It's a different. It's it's more immersive, like you said, Gregory. You're right.
Cool. Yeah, I do get tossed around on Dinosaur. Yeah. I notice it more and more as you get older. You notice it getting more and more and how dark it is. But I still enjoy the ride. I still enjoy the story. I like Dr. Seeker yelling at you, left and right, and then he says, "Oh, you made it! You made it!"
Yeah.
I knew you would.
Yeah.
It might help. It might help you when you like with Indiana Jones when you're like doing a fast turn to the right. If you like lean that way, it's not as jostly and it doesn't pull on your body. Or if you're going to the left, lean with the ride and it makes it a little easier to maneuver that way.
Yeah.
So like Doc Hudson would tell you, if you want to turn left, you have to turn right or something like that. I don't know. Never mind. Let's move on.
Let's move on. Jungle Treks.
Yeah, so Jungle Treks, what did I give it? I gave it a 4.
Wow, that's high. For
it's the 2 Jungle Treks. Another reason is Avery's big with the animal map, and he likes to check off all the animals. We can walk through that as our leisure. We can take as long as we want or as quick as we want. They have the birds. So we use the bird listing for our little pooper catcher. And,
really?
I walk around with it above my head so I don't get pooped on.
Oh, okay, it's your umbrella.
My umbrella.
Umbrella.
Yeah, I mean, the kids love doing it. Going on there and stuff, and I like just walking around and just go as we are, and it's like it forces you to kind of relax and just take in what you see.
Yeah, but Safari is 3, and you put Dinosaur maybe a 7.
Yeah.
Jungle Trek is his 5 too.
It's 5, yeah.
How about you, Jim? The Jungle Treks.
I'm sure I've done it. I just don't have a memory of enjoying this attraction. So it's at the bottom of my list. It's number 10. I don't have a memory of doing this. So if I've done it, it wasn't memorable. And it's not something that we do with Annabelle, So it's just because I don't have much to go on it. I had to put it at the bottom of my list.
Do you like remember ever
Oh.
seeing the gorillas or the tigers? Because those are pretty much the big things in those.
I do not.
Yellow.
Maybe I've never done it. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's very possible.
yeah, we enjoy
We
it.
we do it every year. We have not missed it once. We make sure we hit both of the jungle treks every
Yeah,
year.
it's our relaxing thing. It's just to cool down and just to chill out.
You can
type of
just
thing.
stop and
It's
grab a
not-
drink out of your backpack.
Not to cool down, but to chill out.
Right.
You know?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
Because it's very hot. It's very hot, and they need more drinks. There.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
deep.
And just to, I guess, I don't know, relax, to slow down. Maybe that's what I mean.
Yeah.
How about you, Derick and Gregory? You ever go on a jungle treks?
Yes, I give it a 6. I mean, it's nice and lush. It's greenery. You could actually be amongst the birds. You can't touch them, but they're right there. And I don't remember it being too warm. At least not when we went. It was shaded, but it was. You're shaking your head no.
it was hot.
But it's a nice area to be in. You know, I would like to do it when it's raining. I think that'd be a cool experience just to hear drops off the leaves and everything that might add to it. So, what do you?
We haven't been on there every single time we've gone. I think I've been in Walt Disney World 10 or 11 times. I can't remember the count, but we haven't been on every single trip. But I do like to go in there. I like to look at the bats. I think the Madagascar bats is what they are.
They're huge.
They're really cool. Yeah, I like seeing those. I like seeing the meerkats.
Like
What
the
are they? The
tigers.
silver tip gorillas. I think they're called the silver something.
Silverback.
Yeah, they have a
Silverback.
bunch of
Yeah,
them.
silverbacks.
So those are cool. But I give it a number. I give it number 7 only because we don't go on it as much, but I do enjoy going through there.
Last year's bat exhibit was closed. They didn't have. If they did have any, there was only a couple in there. Where before they had a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
So, what did
Um,
you get?
How much more do we have, guys?
We
Sorry, I
have
don't
2
interrupt.
rides.
Two rides.
more after
More
this one.
rides.
So I gave it a number 6.
6?
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it anymore. Next one is Cali River Rapids. What do you think of Cali River Rapids?
Cali, I gave it a 5. I love the ride when I'm not getting soaked, but I can't foresee that happening. So it's like after the ride's done, like, oh, that was good. I didn't get much wet. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know? I do not
Okay.
like walking through the parks drenched.
Tell that to Jim with Splash Mountain.
Yes.
I feel they could do more theming as well, other than just the logging. You know, it's not much to see. I understand it. Like I'll say in the ride, and there's other our kids. I'll be like, Captain's gonna teach us out. Look around, people. I'm like that person, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. The kids aren't looking at it. They just, it's just a bunch of logs, you know.
Yeah. They're not getting the message. you
They're
don't
not
think?
getting the message. They're
Okay.
just waiting to get wet, and they don't get the message. So
Do you go on Cali, Jim?
Yes, but not often, not every time, because it like Splash Mountain in the Magic Kingdom. I don't want the possibility of getting wet. But when I've been on it, I've been prepared for it. Unlike Splash Mountain, so I've had a poncho or rain gear or whatever, and it's enjoyable. Like you said, the theming of it, the logging is, it's not the most fun. I put it at number 5 on my list as well.
Jim, are you ready? Hang on a second. Rob Fuzz is in the house. Welcome in, Rob.
I give it a number 4.
or
Okay, cool.
I like the theming of it. And I mean, I get what they're trying to say about logging and everything. I still like Grizzly Falls better, but it's longer to me. This one's just too short for me. What about you?
To save time, I give it a number 6. I don't like the theming
The
as much.
theming.
Yeah, I think
It's
it's
about
bare, kind of
logging
like
and
what
stuff.
Stacy was saying. But I give it a 6.
And I gave it a 4 as well. I don't mind getting wet.
yeah, we're all kind of
Um,
roughly in the same spot.
All right, and then the last one
Everest.
is Everest.
Okay,
The mountain roller coaster.
I gave it a 6. Reason being, my neck and my back hurts when I ride it.
Oh.
If I didn't have that sensation, I would enjoy it. But I don't know. I can't ride it. I'm fine riding it once. Avery, we force him to ride it once, and then I hang back with him. So
How about you, Jim? Everest
Uh,
person?
I love roller coasters, and this one is themed really well. But what I love about roller coasters are the hills, and this one has more. You really feel the G's on this one, and the older I get, the less of a tolerance I have for that.
Okay.
But I do like the ride. It's number 4 on my list.
Awesome. Derick and Gregory.
Number 2 for me.
Ooh, what's up there? Number 2.
Yeah, I really like the ride. I like that you go backwards and you know that the thing is like flipping or switching whatever behind you, and then you go backwards. And I just wish that at some point they would fix that darn Yeti so that you can actually see it like grab out at you. It's just kind of there now, but with the lightning. But yeah, number 2.
I
How about
actually
you, Derick?
I gave it a pretty high score, but I cannot really ride. I love the theming. I think it's cool. But last time we rode it, I got a really bad migraine, and we ended up having to leave the park and go back home because I was sick. I was almost
remember
throwing up. But I gave it a number 4.
Awesome. Yeah, I gave it number 3. So as Stacy does the calculations, I believe the number 1 ride was
Flight
Flight
of
of Passage.
Passage.
Derick and Gregory have to leave to go on to their own show. They're going to be on right now, and D&G Explorers, go check them out. They have Dean from the Live Place on with them as a special guest tonight. What do you guys think?
Don't wave yet.
No, I'm just saying thank you. And
Good playoff. What do we
I
win?
think it's a Disney show, right?
It is. So it's
Cool.
just a chance to learn more about Dean, what he has different channels, how he supports us in the Disney community. So it's all about Dean and his likes and dislikes.
Awesome.
And we'll find out, does he like Little Explorer or Big Explorer better?
Oh,
So
whatever.
that's the big question.
Dean is awesome.
We enjoyed him on our channel. When he was on, we had lots of fun.
We always have fun with him. So when everybody leaves here, go check out D&G Explorers. I'll let you guys go. Have a great
Thank you
show.
so much, guys. I
Thank
always
you.
appreciate you guys. Thank you
Say
so
hi
much.
to Dean.
All right,
Okay,
Jim.
so Laura says it's her number 1. James Ryan also agrees number 1. MGM Family Travels is number 1.
For Everest?
Yep.
Oh, see, it was a
Yeah.
lot of people's number 1. See, my number 1, 2, and 3 was so close together. I had a hard time. I mean, if I was in a different mood, I'd probably have a whole different number 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, you want to go down?
Sure.
Okay, so
The number 1.
the number 1 is Flight of Passage. Number 2 is the Safari.
Safari Ride came out number 2.
3 is Everest.
Wow.
4 is Dinosaur.
Okay.
5 is Cali. 6 is Navi, which I'm kind of surprised. 7 is the Jungle Tracks. 8 is Primeval World. Conservation Station is 9, and
And then-
Triceratops was 10.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny just reading those and thinking about, okay, what are we going to do? What fast passes we're going to book? It follows roughly,
Yeah.
you know?
Jim was almost dead on.
I would just notice that.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
very, very close.
Isn't that funny?
Pretty good, man. Yeah. Awesome. All
Huh.
right. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. What you got coming up in your show, Jim? Anything you want to mention?
Again, it's the shameless plea for watch hour. So I may go live tomorrow afternoon doing something yet to be determined. But my regular live stream is Tuesday nights at 7:30. And I'm hoping to create a vlog actually for Dean from the Live Place, who is D&G's guest in 1 minute.
Yeah.
He's got a viral video challenge going on. So I'm going to make a video that I'm going to, I wasn't really planning on it going viral, but for his little contest, I'm going to like submit that for his contest to see if it has what it takes to be a viral video. Spoiler alert, it does not.
Yeah.
All right. You want to go over what we got going on?
Yeah. What do we got?
Okay.
Next week, we got with Jim and D&G Explorers, we're going to be tackling the last park,
Yes.
Hollywood Studios.
Cool.
Is that your favorite park? Did I hear you say that?
Yeah.
Yes, right now it is because Epcot was so torn up.
Wow.
It stressed me out. And Hollywood Studios is now a full whole day park.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's number 1 on my list right now.
Star Tours and Toy Story. It has to be.
Hollywood Studios is also his favorite place to go for the Christmas
Right.
party. as
Absolutely.
well.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to go and see all the new stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so What do we have
And
coming
then
up?
Sunday we're doing Islands of Adventure with the Dufilly crew and Amy from AJC Magic TV.
Yes, that's
So we're
Sunday.
gonna be talking, giving some love to Universal Orlando's Island of Adventure.
Yeah. So Friday, I'm going to be releasing a video. It is our July 4th day. So it's not kind of the fireworks and all that because we had enough video for just the full day. So it's a couple rides and,
Yeah.
what we did for the day.
Oh, we were watching your videos yesterday, Jim. We were watching the one that actually where you did the live with us.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, you were looking for us. And like the first minute of that video, you see us like 3 times.
3 times.
ran
I'm like, oh my God, there we are.
We're like-
Oh my God, there we are. Oh,
I
God,
couldn't see you. I couldn't see you through the rain, and I couldn't tell. I could see you on my phone. I couldn't tell where you were exactly. I thought you were at
Yeah.
Casey's Corner. You were not.
It'd be funny to do a
yeah.
remake of that in Circle. You like,
Yeah,
do
it'd be
a
funny.
big spoof off of that.
Then we watched your Hope You Do review one too. We've
yes.
never done that show.
Yeah.
But that was good.
That's hard to believe. You guys need to do that. I know you're afraid of interaction, crowd interaction, but you don't have to. You don't have to
The
participate.
crowd
I
doesn't
did not.
put you on.
You can just tell them no. Just say
I think so. Yeah.
No,
And then there's an upstairs, so they only go up there briefly, and they're just up there to ask where people are from, and
Oh,
you don't
okay.
have
We
to
can handle
participate. So
yeah, we can handle that.
yeah, you can absolutely go there. I think you'll have a blast, and the food is good too.
Yeah, I was saying there's something that we can eat there, so that was good.
yeah, maybe we should check it out.
Hope You Do
Okay,
review,
so
yeah.
Friday, I mentioned the July 4th day. I also eventually going to be working our Spaceship Earth video.
Okay.
I saw that I have that, and I also have obviously the July 4th Epcot fireworks that I have to do as well. So
and
those
we got to do our
coming up.
scavenger hunt.
Yeah, so we
That's
still have to do
been
that
there
too.
for a
I
year.
know.
Can't wait for that.
And then the other thing is I just kind of wanted to throw out there is I don't know if we have anybody in the chats that like to do pin trading. We did a live pin, a surprise live show on the pins that we got this week. Remember?
Yeah,
At the
yeah.
beginning of the week, and then like Keeney Mom, she was like, "Oh, I like this one, I like this one." So we went through all the pins that we didn't want. We took photos, and she did the same thing. And we're trading pins. So if there's anyone out in
Ooh.
there that wants to pin trade,
Let us know.
leave
Let
a
us know
comment
in
and
the
we'll-
comments, or we're also on Instagram and Twitter. You can
right?
contact us.
Just let us know how we can send you the photos, and then we can pin trade. So that'll be fun.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I had so much fun, like she was picking out which ones she wanted of ours, and then I'm looking at her stuff, so I enjoyed it
Yeah.
to the point where I'm gonna buy more pens.
Uh-huh. Cool.
So I think that's all we got, right?
Yeah. So everybody, go check out the live place. Go check out Jim on Tuesday nights at 7:30.
Yes.
We're at 8:00 on Wednesdays, 11:00 on Sunday mornings. D&G is on right now, 8:00 on Wednesdays. After them, it is This and That Crew at 9. And then go check out Dean at the live place. He has the guide, the YouTuber guide of family-friendly live streams for everybody. He's up over 90 channels on that.
Wow.
On that stream now. So go check him out. And yeah, so that's about it for tonight. Don't forget to do your duty.
And it's a big duty.
And we
Duty.
We will see you next time,
Doo-doo.
guys. Go over to D&G. Tell them it's a herd attack.
I'll meet you there.
I'll meet you there. All right. Thanks a lot.